Hi guys, it's LindsayAnn, and today we're making everyone's favorite mac and cheese with a fun fall twist with my pumpkin mac and cheese with a crispy bacon parmesan breadcrumb topping. This creamy pumpkin cheese sauce is silky and rich with a hint of those fall flavors from the pumpkin and a little nutmeg. It's baked off with a crunchy parmesan breadcrumb topping studded with crispy bacon to really take it up a notch. So we start by making the pasta, and we just want to make sure we cook it a little shorter than the directed time because it's still going to soften up more when we bake it in the oven at the end. So just add 8 to 12 ounces of macaroni noodles and about a tablespoon of salt into a large pot of boiling water and cook it to al dente according to the package directions. And while our pasta is cooking, I'm going to grate up 8 ounces of sharp cheddar cheese. And you can really use any kind of cheese you want. Just make sure you're not getting the pre-shredded kind, because when you shred it yourself, it just melts down so much nicer and creamier. And that's going to give us 2 cups, so we're just going to set this aside for our sauce. All right, now our pasta should be about done, so I'm going to go drain it and set it aside. Just make sure you don't rinse the noodles because that's going to remove the starch on the outside. That's going to help the cheese sauce really stick to it and coat it nicely. All right, so for our sauce, melt half a stick, which is a 1/4 cup of unsalted butter over medium-low heat. Then we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour and cook this for about 1 minute, whisking constantly to remove any lumps. And this is the roux that's gonna thicken up our cheese sauce. Now whisk in 2 cups of half and half, or you could use milk if you like, and cook this for about 5 minutes, making sure you keep whisking it until the mixture starts to bubble and thicken. We want to cook it just long enough to cook off that starchy raw flour taste. All right, now we add the good stuff. So we're just going to season this with about half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper, a 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, and a 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg to give it that hint of warm autumn flavor, and just mix this all together. Then in goes the star of the show, 1 cup of pumpkin puree. And this is just from a can, it's 100% pumpkin. Just make sure you're not using the pumpkin pie filling because that's gonna be way too sweet for this dish. And it wouldn't be mac and cheese without the cheese, so now we're gonna turn off the heat and stir in our cheese until it's nice and melted all in there. Now we get to add this to our pasta. So we're just gonna pour it right over the macaroni in a casserole dish and give it a good stir until it's all coated. Look at this gooey, cheesy, rich sauce. I could eat it by the spoonful just like this. But we're gonna take it 1 step further and add a crispy topping and bake it in the oven until it's nice and bubbly and golden brown on top. And as always, you guys can find the full recipe on my website at lindsayannbakes.com. So after the video, head on over there for all the details and more of my favorite pumpkin recipes. All right, so for the topping, we're gonna cook 4 to 6 strips of bacon in a skillet over medium heat until it's nice and crispy. And once this is cooked, just put it on a paper towel lined plate to drain. And you can leave out the bacon too if you like and just make the rest of the topping. It's totally optional, it'll taste just as incredible. I just like to add a little extra something to the top. Now we're just gonna turn off the heat and stir in half a cup of panko breadcrumbs and half a cup of grated Parmesan cheese because mac and cheese can never have too many cheeses in it. And now just sprinkle this right over the mac and cheese. Now we're just gonna bake this uncovered in a preheated 350-degree Fahrenheit oven for about 20 to 30 minutes until it's nice and bubbling and the topping is golden brown. I cannot wait. All right, our pumpkin mac and cheese is done baking, so now we're just gonna take that bacon we set aside and crumble it right on top. Now we're just gonna let this set up for about 10 minutes before we dig in, and this makes a great side dish along with my pumpkin biscuits and fall spinach salad, or just to add a fun twist to a classic dish at your Thanksgiving table. If you guys give this a try, be sure to tag me in a picture on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter at LindsayAnnBakes and let me know how you liked it. So there you have my fall-inspired mac and cheese with pumpkin and a bacon parmesan breadcrumb topping. I hope you guys give it a try and let me know what you think of my new savory recipe videos. And head on over to lindsayannbakes.com for the full recipe and a ton more that I know you're gonna love. And be sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel to be the first to see my all new videos. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, happy Thanksgiving.